What's going on, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm back with another Trigun Stargaze. This is episode 9 entitled Reunion. And I need you guys to have a reunion with that like button. Make sure you hit that, you share this video, subscribe if you aren't, and make sure you hit that notification bell even if you already are. Visit my Patreon and donate to it. It's in that description down below. And leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys. So this week, there is no Digimon Beat Break. There is I believe there's a marathon going on. I think they're doing it for the International Women's Day today. So, by the way, happy International Women's Day. The girls in here definitely shine as well. So, yeah, like that little synergy there. This feels like that this episode is like the calm before the storm. Like our last moments of, oh, this is nice and happy and peaceful before all the stuff starts coming down. We do get a recap of what Knives' plan is, because in the very beginning, the ships are trying to call the people on No Man's Land. They're trying to get through and say, hey, we're going to be there blank. They don't say when, it's cut off, but they're trying to tell them they're going to be there soon. There's a bunch of ships, tons of them. It's the way off the planet, yo. And so, instantly, we're going into Vash meeting with Wolfwood. Wolfwood getting the Dante, son of Sparta treatment with the white hair. I'll just show a quick picture of that. He is on crutches here, but I think he's better for the most part. Man, look at that Wolfwood with them tinted sunglasses, or sunglasses already tinted. You know what I mean to say. But Vash has a plan. So let's talk about his plan. I'm going to be going a little bit all over the place, but he tells Wolfwood he has a plan, but he gets cut off by Melanie. That's the name of the woman that raised Wolfwood and Livio, and takes care of the rest of the orphans over in Hopeland. So his plan, and he speaks a plan, and at the same time, he also, there's an unspoken part of his plan. I'm going to go down a little bit. We're going to come back to this moment. But plan number 1 is he's going to talk to him. Just try to convince him to not do his whole Genesis Big Fall plan. Just send all the ships down and kill everybody. Yeah, that's his big ass plan. But part 1 is to talk to him. Then of course you got Wolfwood and Livio going. Okay, so if he doesn't listen, and Vash's plan is to take the plant power that Knives accumulated by having all the plants grafted on him. Apparently Vash's ability, his power, is to take away. So he's just going to take all of it, and then he won't have the power to bring all the ships down, which explains why his weird, spiky, bladed tail tendrils were able to shoot into space, because he used all of those plants to do so. But what we didn't see, and what Vash was kind of alluding to when he first was going to tell Wolfwood, by the way, you get extra points here, because I like the fact that Wolfwood said, hey, you still didn't tell me the plan from earlier. You know, if this was other animes at other times, or even other shows, we'd have been like, hey, so what's your plan? Then we forget about it, and he doesn't tell the plan until like right before it's time to do the plan. But Vash has these shell casings from bullets, right? And he's using his ability to make these void bullets. And it's just like they're all grafted in there. I didn't take a picture of that, but they're all grafted. But we see as he's making them, and I think he's made, because he's putting them in like holders. He's made at least 6 to 8. But every time we see him use his power, a black streak is appearing in his hair. So he's using more and more power. I mean, he's getting closer and closer to dying. I'm telling you, this series we're setting up for someone to die. Wolfwood ain't dead yet, which is, he died in every other medium. So yeah, I'm predicting it's 12 episodes. Next episode, if it's not that one, episode 11, someone's gonna die, right? Remember Robert De Niro Can't believe you got away with that one. That character died, I want to say, second. Was it the second to last episode of last season in Stampede? I think it might have been. Right before the whole July incident. So what he says, that's what he's going to, tells the outward part, but doesn't say, I got these bullets in case I actually have to shoot my brother. Put him down, Vash. You know what to do. We're going to come back to that moment. But the title of this episode is nice because it is a reunion of all the characters. Well, all of our main protagonist characters coming together. I'm talking Emilio and Mid Valley to Wolfwood, the girls to Vash and Wolfwood, Ludia to everyone. Like, everyone is coming back. Jessica to Vash. It's a reunion. We're getting back together, right? It's a lot of heart and a lot of comedy here. One of the funniest bits is this damn motorcycle. Oh, let me talk a little shit about Livio first. Didn't realize he's so pale. He cut his hair, one, but he's so damn pale. I couldn't realize he was wearing a shirt. Dude looks like Solomon Grundy college years. Looks like Solomon Grundy registered on a Monday, class on Tuesday, final on Wednesday, graduate on Thursday looking ass. That's exactly what he looks like. So the plan, because if people at Hopeland, Melanie said if they stretch their food and really conserve, they will be good for about a week, I believe. About a week. That's right. So the plan is go to home, ship 3, have them take in the kids because they'll gladly take them in, right? On that 11. And they'll be okay. Because they went into the town. There's nothing there. Melanie told Vash that Octavern had fought off the Ark and defended it. So people were just all going in, and it's known as the city that will protect folks. So everyone's going there. So I'm glad Vash got that information from another source as opposed to waiting for his people to come and tell him everything. I like it. It's smart writing. Vash gets on this motorcycle that has the big holder for the cross punisher. He's like, all right, guys, it'll take me 3 days to get there. I'll be back. Crashes the motorcycle twice. And I'm like, if you keep crashing it, that thing is not going to be operable. It is operable, but he keeps crashing. And I love the fact that Wolfwood threw a rock at him. I was like, if you couldn't drive it, dummy, why didn't you say anything? So Livio's like, all right, I'm going to take it. Crashed it once. Crashed it the second time. And the second time, he comes up looking like he's being puppeted. He's like, oh man, my bones. I got bone-itis. If you know where that came from. And just the reaction. I accidentally paused on the kids. Gotta show their faces. And everyone, Vash, Melanie, Wolfwood, and the kids all were just having just various looks. But look how freaked out they are looking at his bones. And he's like, no, Daijobu, just give it a second. Okay, I'm back. It's okay. Funny. He does get there. He does, obviously. He gets to them. It took him 5 days to get there for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, he had to fight the bandits. And I like the little snippet in there. So these bandits are still, how the fudge are they living legitimately when everybody else has plants? How are they living? That's my question. But he fighting them off, shooting them with the rocket. They all blow up in the middle of the night. He gets eaten by a worm. Giant worm comes and gets him. Oh, I almost forgot. Speaking of worms, we had some info on Millie. And then the third one is he got lost. Messed the map up. I don't know how, but he messed the map up. But he gets there. And I like the fact, now this is cool. Ludia says we can't take children here because, one, we're going to go fight and stop knives. But, and her whole crew, they get up. Brad is already standing up because he's number 2. He's number 2. He's the Spock for her. And they all bow and say, hey, but can we leave the non-combatants and the children at Hopeland And they do. They give them enough supplies and water and food and everything so that they will be set. Because they're going to stop this boy. We stopping him one way or another. That's what it is. Because they got to get the people, like, the people on No Man's Land need help. Especially since punk-ass Knives has taken all their plants and just ruined all semblance of a normal life there. Let me see. Heartfelt and comedy moments. Do I have anything else with the Livio thing? I don't. I'm going to skip to the Vash having a conversation with the kids. Before I show the picture here. So, Nicholas Wolfwood, obviously, is having a conversation with kids. Like, yeah, we're all going to go in space and go on a journey. They're like, are you coming? He's like, all of us are going. And so they're asking, man, which way are the ships coming in from? And Vash points. He's like, it's coming from that way where the home star is Earth, right? We get a cute interaction here with the kids where the slightly older boy and then the other girl and Nicholas are teasing him by saying, oh, they think they see the ships and someone's waving. Like, it was a very cute moment. But we get to Vash talking to the kids. They're saying, hey, you know, were you from Earth? No, I was born in transit. He says we. He's talking about his brother. And he's like, well, did you have anybody else you care about? Rem. And Rem's name, and I can't believe it, I keep forgetting this. Rem's name was Rem Severim. Her name is literally Rem Save Rem. Vash, you failed. Her name was a hint right there. But she was like a mom to them. And he has words. He's like, I'm going to tell you this that she had. And he's like, pretending like he was holding something. He says, you know, we all have a blank ticket with no listed destination. What you put there is up to you. No matter the darkness you find in yourself, you always have that ticket waiting for you to write where to go. And he has all of them reach their hands out. And Wolfwood didn't reach his hand out, but at the end of Vash's speech, he was looking at his hand as if he had one. And he imaginarily puts these tickets down, and I love the visual for it because it fills you with some really good emotions here. It's all these little, you know, the feathers, angel feathers. That's what all the kids see that they have. Even Vash. And says, you know, with it, you can go anywhere and be anything. As long as you have your ticket, you can endure any hardship just like I have. Remember, keep your ticket. And they're like, yeah. And then we get the sweet moment with Wolfwood looking at his hand and Melanie kind of looking at him. Because remember, he's technically supposed to be a kid, but he has been super duper aged up. We get a cute moment between the girls and Wolfwood where they're like, you know, Millie's like, we're going to take pictures. You know, we want to interview. And they look at Nick and like, oh, what's going on with your hair? He jokes about it being a makeover. He's like, you know, I almost died. And they're pissed off. They're like, are you okay? Like, really okay? I had to. And like, are you really okay? And wait, this one's not much different than the other one. And they're not playing around. They're like, you have priors to saying like you were okay, but you really weren't okay. So are you seriously, legitimately okay? And he goes, I promise I'm okay. I'm not going to die because, you know, I got to protect all these kids. And I'm like, okay, cool. Good. Part of the reunion, this isn't a sweet moment, but this is, well, I'm gonna bring it into the sweet moment. So Wolfwood sees sees Emilio and Mid Valley. And he's like, what are they doing there? And they're like, we're here too, bruh. You know, the kids got to get their music lessons. The kids are hyped for the music lessons. And the other kids are like, hey, Emilio, can you do a puppet show for us? He's like, no. And they're like, all right, cool. After the music lesson, we expect the puppet show. I'm not doing it. He's like the grumpy granddad. Just, this isn't the funniest look he gave, but it is. I like it. And towards the end, when it's time to go off, they give Wolfwood the rest of the medicine vials they have, the ones that'll keep them alive. They're like, this is all we got and this is all we can do. You know, it's all up to you, Nicholas the Punisher, And then, Mid-Valley goes, no, Nicholas D. Wolfwood. He's like, guys, I didn't expect this from you. And, you got Emilio, of course, talking shit. But when they turn to Vash and Mid-Valley tells him, thank you for not killing us. And Emilio says, please come back alive. You have a promise to keep up. Which, remember, when he beat Emilio, he's like, we got to talk and catch up. And great voice acting for Vash's VA. Because you could hear the choked up. He's like, mm-hmm. Like, yep. And of course, Wolfwood calls him out on her, like, don't cry. I ain't gonna cry. I like it. That's really good stuff here. Now, I can't tell one part right out the other. So the lore behind Millie, because Meryl's fixing the truck, and the lore behind Millie is because they're like, we're gonna record this and we're gonna keep it for prosperity. Everyone has to know what's happened. Which it'd be funny if it's like the end of Trigun, where it's like no one believes us. But we get a moment where Millie just kind of looks like she's just silent. It's like, is she having melancholy? No, she turns around, this big ass worm on her face. This worm with like 8 wings or whatever. It's glowing green. She's like, what's going on here? Emily goes, oh, well, my mom, my dad, my brothers, sisters, my nieces, nephews, and cousins, they're all okay. And she's like, how do you know this? Oh, well, we're all worm tamers. So, that's how I know. He's like, you speak worm? No, I don't speak worm. But worms can convey emotions, and they're all connected, they can convey emotions and things through miles and miles away, which is what she learned from either her brother or her sister. Millie's still Millie. She's funny. And that's an interesting bit of lore. I don't know if we got anything like that in the original. Still need to rewatch Trigun 98. But I like that little bit of lore. We giving Millie more, man. I know I was upset she wasn't in the first part, but I'm glad she's had such a big staying part in here. So part of Vash's plan, right, about having to fight him, if he has to fight him and pull all the stuff out. And you got Wolfwood reminding him about July. He's like, gotta be careful, because you don't want at Octavern the same thing that happened at July. I ain't saying July because I can't believe they spell it like that. We want to say anything happen in July. And of course Vash goes, he's still upset about it. He's like, I'm sorry. And the girls were listening from a window, and she goes in like, wait a minute, resonance, because she remembers Vash putting his head against the glass to the plant, talking to that plant at one point. And she goes, you're a plant, right? If you all are connected like the worms are connected, maybe you can call out to your brother and he'll come to you. And Wolf was like, that can't work. And Vash is thinking like, that can work. He's like, I think it can work. So he can pick where to go to call his brother, and doesn't have to wait for the ships to show up, because Knife is waiting for the ships to show up to enact his plan. He can go early and just nip all this in the bud before any disaster strikes. So that's his plan. And Vash goes, I wonder if he's going to show up. And Wolfwood goes, well, he will, because no matter how much they fight, big brothers always, have a spot. Hold on, wait. Let me make sure I'm saying this right thing. Big brothers always keep their little brothers close. And you got Livio going, Nico knee, and the girls are just gushing over it. Now, hold on. We're going to do 2 separate photos here. Like, Millie's being funny. She's like, oh. And she has a mischievous look on her face, because I think after she's writing it down. And he's like, hey, I don't mean nothing by that. I ain't talking about right now. I'm just talking about, period. Which, oh, man, I wish this wasn't super bright so you could see that. But it's a heartfelt and cute moment. Even to the point when they're leaving and everyone's surprised Vash is letting the girls come with me. He says, I couldn't stop you if I wanted to. But on top of that, he thinks of Meryl saying she wants to help him carry his burdens. She wants to help him because he's not alone. He has a smile on his face, and Wolf was like, why are you smiling? And even Meryl's like, yeah, why are you smiling? And to top it all off, remember when Wolfwood was looking up, he saw the confetti come down. The the orphanage people and all of the non-combatants, and everyone's they're throwing white confetti for them, saying, you know, good luck, come back in one piece, blah 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 blah. It's a couple moments here, you know. I'm getting old now, so I'm like, that's very touching right here, and that's what lets me know these last 3 episodes are gonna put us through some hell. We are gonna be put through tons of hell. Oh wait, I forgot to I did take a picture of Millie and that weird worm. She's a worm tamer. I guess she's like the people in Dune. Millie. So next episode is gonna be called Martyr, or Martyr if you don't know how to say it correctly. Concept art of Legato. Looks like Legato from 98. Concept art of Zazie without the mask. Gray the 9 lives, right? I think that's the name, big robot dude who has not said shit. Concept of home ship being ready. Of the home ship being down and Vash kind of looking over it. I like that. And we get Legato's punk ass saying, now kill me, kill a human. Vash, do it. Please. Please kill him. If Wolfwood and Livio don't take him out, I'm going to be very upset. Take him out. Screw him. He don't need to be around. That's what he wants anyway. Now, see, he won. He beat Vash technically in the original because he forced Vash to kill him in the original, in the 98 anime. I hope he wins here, too. I don't like Legato. I don't like him at all. Oh, we get the Itaki monster. I'm going off. I like that. That's very, very Japanese. I like that. So, it's going to be the last peaceful episode we get. And think about it, this is a 5 out of 5 from me. You know, was it Trigun, this era Trigun, the Stampedes and the Stargazes, they give us these episodes to mellow everything out, you know, cool things off a little bit. And I like how they did it here because it's heartfelt moments. You get Jessica, you know, hugging Vash, going, yeah, when you come back, we're going to put this patch on. You know, she's still hanging on to that patch. If Vash dies, you know that patch is going to be the one thing that either falls out of her hand or she puts on the grave or something like that. Just all the heartfelt moments. That good dialogue from Vash to the kids, I really like that. Wolfwood, you know, that, and just stuff leaning into the comedy a little bit. I like it because what we got out of the original, you know, out of the 98 was lots of top-notch action, great comedy moments, and we get moments of seriousness where it's like, damn, because for me, the greatest seriousness comes after a great amount of comedy. Like, you can have these haha moments, and that's what makes the seriousness hits. And I feel like because of how heartfelt and funny and good this episode is, these last 3 episodes are probably going to wreck you. So, I'm ready and I am prepared. 5 out of 5 from me for this. Let me know what you thought of this. We're 3 episodes away. I can't lie, I'm missing Beat Break, but this was good. I'm glad this episode did not suck. So, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please do not forget, hit that like button. Gets the video out there. It really does, so other people can see it. Make sure you share the video. Also, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell, even if you are subscribed. Visit the Patreon and donate. We're trying to get my stuff up so I can do... Life, sometimes you gotta slow down a little bit, but now we going all in on this. We going all in. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Want to know what you guys think about the episode. Tell me your feelings and thoughts. If I was a guessing man, we gotta get rid of Gray the 9 lives first because he's like the most uninteresting out of the ones that are left. But because Legato pops up, maybe we'll go Legato and then like Livio and Wolfwood will fight Gray. I think they might have fought Gray. I think Nicholas fought Gray in the original manga. I don't remember, but maybe we'll do it that way. Let me know what you think. So, thank you for taking some time out with me. Please, be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, drink some water. Get some rest. Promise me that. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. We have way too many of those out there. And I know times can be hard, times can be tough. We lost an extra hour of sleep because of daylight savings time. But if you are feeling depressed, you're feeling down, please reach out to someone and talk to someone. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I can promise you that. Talk to someone today. Allow people to share in your burdens and help you. All right. Want to talk to me? My social medias are in the description down below. Doing lots of fun things involving, my week to week Pokemon Fire Red stuff. Doing some voiceover stuff. Doing other stuff on my socials. So if you want to talk to me, give me a follow, say hello, be mellow, and we be good to go. All right. I will see y'all next time. I cannot wait.